close call, wasn't it?
So just to be blunt and specific about it, what was on the line? Yeah. Yeah, the missiles would be fired. And it wasn't just like we're gonna tell you to take them out and they get fired. It was gonna be this the fear was this escalation process. Right, Jacob? So first we would, we might fire at a ship that wasn't coming in, or that wasn't stopping with the barricade or the blockade, and then that would escalate to bombings onto that ship that fired on the U.S. ship that fired on the Russian ship, which would mean we would need to retaliate another way. What would have happened? Let's say if President Kennedy had decided, rules of engagement are, you shoot down our ship, and we're gonna retaliate on the base the place that shot those missiles. What if we had gone in and bombed where those missiles came from, shot down that ship? What do you think? What do you think Russia and Cuba would have done at that point? They would have retaliated. They would have taken the next step, and then we would have taken the next step, and eventually, what they said a couple times, what would have played out? We would have invaded Cuba. Those missiles in Cuba would have been launched on us. We would have had to start launching rockets at Russia. Next thing you know, 200 million people are dead. And the life we have now is nowhere near within reach for the next 50 years. Cooler heads prevailed, thankfully. And it wouldn't have taken much. Many people thought, many people that were talking in this movie, many of the advisors said that Kennedy was weak because he didn't retaliate. I'd argue that it took more strength because he was well aware that his political career was on the line, but he didn't care. But more importantly, was the fact that our country could have been wiped off the face of the planet. The planet would have been knocked back to the Stone Ages. Yes, ma'am.
What kind of surface area would one of those missiles have destroyed?
It depends on the missiles, but and I can make an educated guess, but it's only an educated guess. In the bombs that were dropped on Japan, these bombs were a little more sophisticated, mostly in the missile range. With the bombs that we dropped on Japan, instantly killed people. I think it was in 2 miles. They were incinerated. And that's pretty big circumference. 5 miles, everyone died pretty much instantly. It was 10 miles that most people died within a 10-mile circle. And then on top of that, there's fallout. That was only when we dropped a couple bombs. If the whole East Coast, if the cities in the East Coast had been hit, dropped 3 or 4 bombs on D.C. and on Philadelphia and on Charleston, South Carolina, and Atlanta, Orlando, things like that, there starts to be this larger effect where the radiation starts to spread, and you have environmental fallout that would kill more people at the time. It would have been very, very bad, to say the least. I mentioned it. I tried to use a spot in the movie where it was a little slow, but I don't know if you heard me. But those missiles that fired on that spy plane were actually, that was the command given by Fidel, who did want to escalate the situation. He wanted war. He didn't mind sacrificing Cuba to take down the United States. He knew Cuba would be pretty much obliterated, and probably no one would survive on Cuba, basically. Go ahead.
Are we going to learn more about Fidel Castro?
We can. Yeah. We're gonna look through more as we go through this unit, and if you have questions, I'll be glad to do what I can to figure it out. I don't know everything about them, but I can figure them out. And it's interesting, you know, Jacob mentioned earlier that the embassy, the United States Embassy in Cuba is now open. It's the first time since the Cold War that was the case. And it's still under the same regime. Some people say that's a good idea, and some people are like, wait a minute, it's the same people that want us to be destroyed. Didn't really, I don't know that it hurts to talk to them, but keep communication though. Plus, it's a beautiful place. I don't mind visiting. All right. It is time to pack up. You don't know me here any of those days?
Oh, I will, after 10:15.
Rob, you're gonna be here the rest of the day, correct?
I will, actually, I will probably after lunch.
You will what?
On Wednesday after lunch.
Pretty much, you're gonna be here the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let me check stuff out.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be here if you're in.
You're still a section ahead of us. You're staying here, Trev? Keep them. Keep them in.
On Brett.
5.
Yeah,
Free
for a
us.
couple minutes. Go over there.
But
Bring anything with
I
you?
will go.
No.
All right, y'all can go.
You said you can go?
Yep.
Just want to stay out here the rest of the day.
Yeah, not too bad. I don't know how I feel with being out. If, when you leave, just cut the lights